Hi Gemini, welcome back to Wandering Magic. These are going to be your December 2025 messages, and it's going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So, where do we begin? The messages here are pretty close together. Let's start with the Oracle card. We've got the Royal You. You see that? And the Royal You is number 7, and it's about having faith and patience. Faith and patience, patience. The Royal You. Being authentically yourself. Not giving a crap about what other people think of you, the decisions that you're making, how you're running your life, what goes on behind closed doors, what happens in front of you. Like, you are really, this is all about you and all about self. How fitting for a Gemini, by the way. That is the Royal You. So remember that as we go into the cards, and I'm probably going to reference back this card. So for our Kipper messages here, we have false person, thoughts, and community. So see, this is what I mean. Looking at this, do you feel like you can't be yourself? Is this something that you're telling yourself? Is someone making you feel this way? It feels more like it's all in your head, but also I do feel like there is someone around you making you feel this way with the community card. Simultaneously, though, I will say, with the community card being here, even if you think someone is trying to say, don't do this or don't do that, because they're not in support of whatever that is, just remember the people that are actually around you that do care, and that do want to see you succeed, and they do adore the authentic, true person that you really are. And so remember that, instead of fixating on the ones or the one that doesn't see your potential, that doesn't see you for you, that doesn't make you feel like you can be authentically yourself. This could be very like generically, like at work, right? Where you feel like you constantly have to put on, your professional face, or put on a smile, and you don't want to be there, and you don't like being professional all the time, and you just want to like let loose and let go. That could very well be it. Like, you maybe want a career where you can be authentically yourself without the judgment of others. And it doesn't have to be that. It's just an example of what I mean. Like, why do you feel the need to hide behind who you are? And I say this very gently, but Geminis have, everybody knows Geminis are the twins. They are the two-faced. And so you can choose, and I don't mean two-faced like a deceitful person in a bad way. But what I mean is, you can put on your mask, right? And be one and take it off and be another. But what I want you to ask yourself, and what I want you to consider is, who are you? And why do you feel the need? Why do you think you need to be someone that you're not? And that's your introduction. Now, our tarot messages: 7 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So another thing that's happening is, I feel like my throat chakra is getting a little tight. So if it's not about really being authentically yourself, it's like saying something that you want to say, that you feel like you can't say it. This has got you really stressed out. I feel like you are tiptoeing around a situation, or you feel like you have to tiptoe. You can't really say certain things or do certain things because you fear that, you take this glass and boom, the rest of them are all just gonna come tumbling down. And it's like, Not that you're hanging by a thread, but I feel like that's your patience with this whole thing. Feeling the need to tiptoe around. It's got you a little bit out of sorts mentally, and emotionally is what it feels like. With the Ten of Pentacles in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, I will say this has to do with your family or your family life. So this is in your actual home, you know, with your immediate family or even like your extended family. But something just feels very off when it comes to how to handle a situation. What's the right thing to do is what I'm getting. There's just a lot of confusion, and I'm also getting the word delusion. And I feel like delusion, 555, I feel like delusion is causing you to have this instability or this mindset that is keeping you a bit dreary, is what I just heard. I haven't said that in a while. Dreary. So maybe be careful with your emotions. Check the depression at the door, and just, I'm getting, do what you want to do. Like, just do what you want to do. And I think that what's happening here is you're playing like worst case scenario, but then focusing on the worst case scenario instead of understanding that there's two ways that this could play out. And I will say, even if you decide to do the thing, whatever that thing is, but even if you decide to do it and it doesn't quite work out the first time, and like this other person, because it definitely feels like another person, is kind of like shutting you down or shuts you out or anything like that, just give that situation time to breathe. Also, Gemini, I will never forget the time I gave a personal reading for a Gemini, and I kept talking about this other person sabotaging and having bad intentions and all these things. And the person was just like, I don't know. And I'm trying to describe this person. And they said to me, oh my gosh, it's me. And so this is what I mean. It doesn't have to necessarily be like a someone who's not like someone around you. It could be like you. And I think you just need to be gentle, because there's this one part of you that is so nice to you and the other part that is so mean to you. And just focus on the nice part, because that's going to help your mood. It's going to boost your confidence. It's going to make you feel less like things are all over the place. It's going to make me feel like, oh my gosh, everybody's judging me. You are taking the path that most people won't. And what I mean by that is, not to say that you were being totally unique or totally different, but what I'm saying is you're different from the people around you or this person that is judging you. And if it is your own mindset, maybe work on that, journal about it, talk it out, and with yourself or with a friend or a therapist, and try to figure out, why is it that you have these thinking patterns? Why is it that you feel this way? And if it's about another person, I mean, the reality is you can't control other people. You can't control what they're going to say, think, or do. So you just got to let them be, you know? I'm getting that you're afraid to make a choice because you don't know if it's going to be the right one. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. But what's good here is that I see you taking your time with this. You're taking your time, you're spelling it out, you're dotting your T's and crossing, dotting your I's and crossing your T's. And I think you're doing a little bit too calculated, where you're not moving. Everything is just like, it's too slow, almost. And so this is where the overthinking is starting to come in. So try not to do that. These are our goals in December. Yeah. Unlikely is your angel message, and your oracle message is Libra in reverse. So this could be indecision, unbalanced, feeling a little off kilter. That's all right. Changes are coming around the springtime, April-ish, and it could actually have to do with a Libra or another air sign, because I am getting a lot of air energy here. So I hope you found that helpful. Watch your sun, moon, rising for any additional messages, and I'll see you next time.